Morning all, and welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'm Nat, this is my Knackers Yard. Today we're going to be going back to the 1980 XS650 and a few bits and pieces on that, predominantly the manifolds for the carbs themselves. So let's get on with it and I'll finish my tea. Okay, so that's the two carb manifolds off, and now the new ones are here. I was going to show you a new one, but I can't bother. Right, so that's what was concerning me, and it's not a concern. I mean, they're rubber, they're still rubbery. Thank you very much. But effectively, that line that you can see round here is where the Jubilee clip goes. And it just pulls the rubber over time, but essentially that's all you can see obviously on the bike. You can't really see in it, but once you get them off, and this is the, let me get this right, this is the right hand one, so the one that I have less issues with. There is a bit of a score mark on the so there we go, on the inside, but I think that is just a cast mark. But I was getting a slight rev increase when I doused it with some sort of accelerant in there, but that's not the issue. It's the left hand side that was causing me more concern. Now if you look around half of it on the left hand carb, it's okay, but you start to get to that little bit there. Sorry, that's the kids making a racket in the background, so if I prop that up a little bit so you can see it a bit better. So what we are looking at here is around the inside. Oh, that's a torch, funky pen. So around there is a score. So if I was concerned about it leaking on that side, that's where it was. I mean, the left side is just as, cracked on the outside, but that's not what bothers me. It's that element on the inside. It's quite hard to show you with one hand. But no, I don't know whether or not with pressure that was just opening up enough and letting a bit of air in. So there's one way to find out, and that's to replace them and stick the new ones on. Okay, so that's both the manifolds on and buttoned up. Before I put the carb on though, there's one more thing that I want to check out. Now if you look in the base of the carb and the face, you've got the various airflow elements around the edge, over the top, and two down the side. That one's got a jet in it. It was a suggestion from Old Man Biker, actually, one of your subscribers, so cheers mate. I had read this somewhere, thought about it, probably forgot about it. If you look in the bog standard pod filters, they've actually got an internal lip that, this bit clips it on and this bit stops it going in too far. But it's whether or not those lips interrupt. So what I've done is got the ones it came with, and I've tried cutting that lip out, but I thought rather than, before I chucked it on, let's have a look. So I kept the lip that I did cut out. So if you place that over the face of the carb, it's not the best shot that you've got here, and it does, no matter how you place it, restrict the airflow. It doesn't block it. I don't think it blocks it. It's difficult to see. It's not the greatest angle in the world, but what I'm going to do is try chucking on my butchered old ones that hasn't got any of that, and it does mean it's really quite weak because it's just basically glued on, and it looks rough as you like, but I want to prove the concept on the old crappy ones, and if it seems better, it's then a case of doing a little bit more targeted cutting out of some better conditioned ones and hope they don't fall apart so much. So let's see if I can get on with that. It won't be quite now because I've got other things to do, but that's going to be the next step, is to remount those carbs and try the slightly different cut pods and see if it makes any difference. Cool. Okay, so there we go. That is the new pod on, or new pod, the hollowed out pods on. By hollowed out I mean they're not impeding on the airflow in. We've got the new manifolds on. We've got power on, we've got magic noise button. No more backfire. Bit of an admission there. It is warm. Yeah, it backfires a bit on choke, but I'm well happy with that, and I'm now desperate to take it out for a ride. But I'm busy, and that can't happen right now. Although it might happen in the next video. Ta-da! And there we go. Next stage complete. That is the newer pods on. I've done some artful cutting rather than cut the whole lip out on the inside, so it's a lot more secure. So using some of the kids stuff again, I basically whipped the old pod off, put a bit of paper over the top of the carb and a wax crayon, did a bit of rubbing with a wax crayon, which I've not done for a number of years, to get the outline of all the air inlets, and then use that as a template to cut it out. So that's cut out. It's a lot more secure than the old ones that I hacked at, and considerably better. I've always said on this that you'll get a warts and all version of how my knacker's yard works, and there is a perfect example of a warts and all version. Doesn't look very warty, does it? But there's a reason why they look quite so good. And it's a really stupid thing that I did, so I thought I'd fess up to it. Said before that within my garage, within the knacker's yard, I've always got blue roll on hand. What I have got out of the habit of doing is having a bin on hand, hence there's crap all over the place. So when I was sorting out these pods, I took the side pieces off, looking for somewhere to put them safe, and saw a load of blue roll on a chair. Thought that'll do, and chucked them on there. Because I'm always concerned about dropping things on them, I turned them over and put them face down. What I didn't realise was the fact that I had used those rags to mop up a load of petrol. So what? It completely destroyed the paint well, certainly on one of them, and slightly damaged it on the other. So they are now freshly repainted and polished. Now what I can say is I've done a better job of it this time than I did last time. But I haven't got these 650 decals that I put on the other ones. I think there's a bit of divine intervention going on there, because I was never happy with them. I put them on, as I saw on pictures, straight and a flush across the top. Looked good. Put them on the bike and they were crooked. I might get new ones and put them on. I probably won't, frankly. They weren't original. Everything else is original on the bike. Yeah, it didn't quite look right to me. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get this bike dressed back again, and then at some point today I'll take it for a quick boogie. Okay, that's all dressed up. Nowhere to go. I have to grab my kit and take it for a quick wander. Okay, I've been massively looking forward to this. You wouldn't believe. So let's just give her a go. Partly because it's so bloody loud, it's good looking as well. Catches the eye. Quite tight there. fun. And okay, there's the one. Just don't make bikes that make that noise anymore. Beautiful, beautiful. Cool. What I'm going to do is let it all cool down. There's a little bit of touching up I want to do around the middle section there. It's the only bit I really want to get paint anywhere near. I don't want to mess around with any other paintwork because it's all original with the exception of the covers. Awesome. Right, be right back. Okay, so I've come down from my unbridled joy of riding this thing because it's just a lovely thing to ride. So what am I going to do? I've got it on its centre stand, and this is, like I say, the reason why I'm still waiting for a replacement, and it should be here in a week, maybe two. Bearing in mind the one issue about this bike, or these bikes, are that parts are actually relatively easy to get hold of, but there's a lot in the US, so you might find yourself waiting. So yeah, it's up on its centre stand. I've just got a bit of tidying up to do on the engine, on the black, so I'll give you a bit of a before shot to start with. There's the after shot. Yeah, looks a damn sight better, just looks neater, and ditto on the other side as well. Like I said, I don't want to go chucking paint all over this bike because it doesn't need it, doesn't want it, and it will just wreck it. But that was already black, so it just needed a bit of tidying up. Right, I think that's me for the day.